When you get out and you do these activities with each other, you find a lot of laughter and fun and stories that happen. So they're building a relationship with each other, and they're telling stories about their own lives, and it just, yeah, the conversations just carry from the activities back to the house and, you know, around the fire at night or sitting out on the deck.
It's powerful, man. I'm getting misty just thinking about it, but I had to take a couple of deep breaths, even though I've said the same, not the exact same, you know, my story, several times. The thing is, that's the start of that journey, and that bonding happens, and it's real, and it's tangible, it's palpable.
This is a soul connection. You will never forget this because you walk into it strangers, but with such qualities of the same experiences, you become like just this kind of like love entity. It's hard to describe, but it's empowering. It's empowering, it's fulfilling.
So I think that we're like banding so good, like everybody had a great time. We feel safe, we feel like we laugh, we cry, we whatever happened, you know.
I feel the connection, I feel the, you know, the love for fellow Americans, fellow soldiers, and I have not had that in any organization that I know they care about me. Not because, you know, I was a Purple Heart recipient. They care about me as an individual, as a man, as a friend, as a fellow veteran. And it's been huge.
It's not just fun and games. It is enjoyable, what we do, but they really get a chance to understand the camaraderie and the ability to have conversations with people that, you know, fully understand what you're going through.
There's a connection there of, okay, we've either lived the military lifestyle with our spouse or we've been thrown into it afterwards. So even that part of just knowing, you understand that our veteran, if they were deployed, has some fun quirks that sort of bond us all together in a way, because civilian life is really different than everything else.
The biggest thing that attracted me to Warrior Bonfire was that it was all combat wounded Purple Heart recipients, and I don't have to tell them what it feels like, you know, to be catastrophically injured or injured in any way and going through the trauma of being, you know, combat wounded.
But unless you've kind of been there and done it, you don't know how I feel. You don't understand those deep-rooted feelings that feel like they're in your soul and that tear veterans apart. And I think sometimes being able to communicate that with other people that understand those feelings, when they've been there, and, you know, the guys that have fought or been wounded, those shared experiences are invaluable.
A lot of it's stuff we talk about, we would never talk about with our families even, or in public. And that's the amazing thing. That's the thing. And that's what's so encouraging about every one of these trips, is you see that next guy come along that you're like, hey man, it's all good. You know, we're here, we're all brothers, you know, and it happens. This program does what it says it wants to do.
Many of our vets started asking for more and more, and they're asking for more couples retreats as well. But yeah, we've just grown every year, and now we're at 37 retreats a year. This is the most we've ever done in a year. You know, many of those are repetitive events that we do annually because we've got awesome volunteers that just keep doing every year.
I've been volunteering with Warrior Bonfire now for going on 9 years. My first trip that I went on, I was in one of the hardest times in my life that I was going through. So that first trip, it was really healing for all of us, and including myself. And when I shared my story and I saw that other people understood it, it was healing for both of us. And so since then, it's made it much easier to share my story because A lot of them know or have been through situations that I've been through.
There's lots of veteran organizations, right? There's tons of them. And you tell your story the first time and you don't know how people are going to react to it. And you're kind of curious how much you should actually say. I hated going home just feeling like I had a high five with people and then it was over. And it really kind of is what you make it. So I know for me, that transition to this, 3 Warrior Bonfires, getting to this one, I was able to open up a little bit more.
I can see the difference with Warrior Bonfire, that I'm gonna talk to these guys in the future. I'm gonna have a relationship with the other Purple Hearts that I saw here. That is the biggest difference that I have seen. And establishing those friendships and support groups that are gonna serve me, when I'm in a dark place, then they're gonna be, hey, Dennis, I got you. And that's huge to me, to have that resource.